Good evening, everyone. The time is 7:01 p.m. It is Thursday, August 15th. I'm going to call the special city council meeting to order. Would the city secretary please call the roll?
Mitchell.
Here.
Rizzo. Heiser.
Here.
Zuniga.
Present.
Harris.
Here.
Parsley.
Here.
Tobias.
I'm present.
All right. Mark, 6 members present. We have a quorum. Next up is citizen comments period. If there's anyone in the audience who wishes to come forward and speak on any item, we ask that you please do so. We ask that you keep your comments to 3 minutes and that you direct those comments to the mayor and council. Is there anyone who wishes to come forward? Yes, ma'am.
So my name is Mrs. Newberry. I live on the east side of Kyle off of 150 in a neighborhood called Woodlands Park. I've never spoken before. I haven't prepared anything. But I have been working with Mr. Zuniga, who has been very helpful, on figuring out who's supposed to be taking care of the property on County Road 158 behind our neighborhood. It's always a mess. And when I come down CR 158, it seems like Cool Springs, which is also in the city, is nicely coiffed and beautiful, has a nice sidewalk. And then you get to our neighborhood and there's overgrown bushes and trees and garbage back there and it looks terrible, and nobody was mowing it. So for the last 5 years, I've been fighting with people trying to figure out who's supposed to do it. And I keep getting told it's private property. It's private property. Well, we found out that recently, according to CAD, it's not private property and it should have been taken care of. So they mowed for us, and next thing I know, they've moved out all the brush to the west side of Woodlands Drive, and CR 158. All the debris is still there, but they're working on it. They haven't done anything to the left, and that really, on the east side of Woodlands Drive, that needs to be ripped out as well. And apparently there's a retention pond back there. I don't know what retention ponds do, but it's so overgrown and gross that my neighbors can smell it. Their animals are being driven crazy by it, and there's all kinds of vermin and animals coming out of that. So I don't know who's supposed to take care of that either, but I'm hoping somebody here can check into that and let me know. I did talk to, is it Mr. Lopez from Parks? The new person. I told him I'll be sending him an email. I'll be sending pictures. I'll be copying you. I'll be copying Mr. Zuniga. I think Rizzo is our guy, and hopefully we can get this squared away. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? All right, seeing none, I'm going to close citizen comments. It's now closed. Next up is agenda item number 1, first reading, an ordinance of the city of Kyle, Texas, annexing approximately 2.07 acres of land located at 1144 County Road 158 in Hays County, Texas, including the abutting streets. Mr. Atkinson, this item does have a public hearing. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Before you, we have the 2.07 acre annexation for ANNX 24-0023. At the last meeting, all the city council approved a development agreement with Mr. Moretti, where this section of his property would be annexed in exchange for keeping the rest not annexed, and we'd work through a possession and use agreement for future right-of-way for South Goforth. So that's why we're bringing this forward. There we go. As stated, it's the area in red, the little red box inside the blue, approved on the 6th. It's a natural gas transfer station between Kinder Morgan and another gas pipeline coming in from the north. We will be able to collect ad valorem, and we are researching if we're going to be collecting franchise fees for the site as well. So this is the first public hearing and consideration, and then if necessary, which looks like it probably will be, it'll be on the 8/20 council meeting next week for second read. And the options are approve the annexation or do not approve the annexation, but the development agreement states otherwise.
All right, thank you, Mr. Atkinson. If there are no objections, this item has a public hearing, so I'll open the public hearing now. Seeing none, the public hearing is now open. Is there anyone who wishes to come forward and speak? All right, seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing. Public hearing is now closed. Hey, Mayor Pro Tem, are you available for a vote? I saw the mute button go off. We just have to see your face. I'd like to motion to approve.
Oh, there he is.
I want to make a comment first. There he is.
You'll get a comment. Motion to approve? All right, motion by the mayor, seconded by Councilmember Heiser that we approve agenda item number 1. Is there discussion on the motion? Councilmember Zuniga.
Yeah, I had a question, Brian. If this 2 acres is annexed in the city, I know we're trying to maybe improve the aesthetics of it. So I think it's all gated with barbed wire. Will the city be able to build that kind of rock fencing that we're talking about in all our other structures moving forward?
No, sir. It's a privately owned facility, so this facility would remain in place. There may be additional requirements that we can put on in the future, but it's for the current condition. Will, correct me if I'm wrong on any of that information.
I do believe you are correct, sir.
Okay.
All right, any further discussion? All right, Rizzo, a thumbs up will work as a yes vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion carries 7-0. Is there any objection to this being finally passed? All right, seeing none, this item is finally passed. Thank you, MPT. All right, next up is
Thank you.
agenda item 2, consider approval of an ordinance of the City of Kyle, Texas, ordering a general election to be held November 5th, 2024 for the election of City Council Districts 5 and 6 to serve 3-year terms, providing for candidate application methods, designing the main, and providing for branch early voting locations such as for such election, providing for an order and notice of such general election, providing for related matters, providing for severability clause, and an effective date. This is simply a second reading item because we didn't have it finally passed at the last meeting. All right, motion to approve.
So moved.
All right, moved by the mayor, seconded by Councilmember Harris. Is there discussion on the motion? All those, Councilmember Tobias.
Yes, ma'am. I just have a quick question. Do you know when we will have the locations and the dates for early voting and so
They're
forth?
in the backup.
Oh, they're
and
in the back
they-
material? I'm sorry.
They
Okay.
will be added to the election webpage shortly
Okay.
after this
I'll be
calling of
updated. Okay.
election.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion carries 7-0. All right, next up is the executive session. City Council will now go into executive session to discuss items 1A and B pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 and 551.072. Thank you. One A and B, 3A and B, all right. 10 p.m. There was no action taken during executive session. There will be action taken now. A motion to authorize the city manager to negotiate with the owner of the property located at 107 North Main Street to purchase the property for a fair and reasonable price and to execute all documents necessary for the purchase of such property in final form approved by the city attorney. That was a motion.
Second.
All right, motion by the mayor, seconded by Councilmember Harris. Is there discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed?
Nay.
All right, motion carries 6-1. Motion to adjourn. All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.